What was last season like? Because I know you kind of committed early, and A&M fans kind of gravitated to you while you're still going. What was that whole experience like? Kind of playing, but knowing what your future held too.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I was trying my best to be as focused as I could. With my Penn family at the time, we had an awesome year, but it was awesome to see the support that this place has already had for me, and seeing a little bit of that already now has been awesome. So this place is special, and I'm already getting a taste of it.
How's just kind of getting integrated with the team and with the system going so far for you?
It's been awesome. I mean, we have a lot of new guys. At least like half the team's new, but I think there was already a culture here pretty established that it's a welcoming, pretty close-knit group of guys, so it was pretty easy to feel at home right away.
What was your path with Texas A&M, and how much of a role did Jackson Appel have in?
Yeah, Jackson and I were really close at Penn, so I think that definitely played part of it. 3 years ago we played here, and I loved playing here. We were actually able to come in with Penn and win the series, which was pretty cool. So it's kind of cool to see my college experience come full circle and finish up here. So.
Then your first experience playing in front of the 12th man a couple of weeks ago against Houston Christian. What was that like, and what did it mean to see the stadium packed for?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, starting off with a standing ovation for Coach Early was pretty awesome. I know everyone was pretty juiced in the dugout and in the stands, but I mean, I expected a pretty big turnout, but that was pretty awesome. That was above and beyond what I expected. So hope to see that again tomorrow.
What do you remember about playing here when you were at Penn? And I think you got a home run, right?
Yeah, it was my first real college game. I did have a home run. It was pretty cool. I know the weather was terrible, but there was a ton of fans there, and it was still super loud. So I think that goes to show how special the fan base is.
And you hit it off Prager?
I did, yeah. We joke about it a little bit today, but I'm sure he'll get the best of me this time around once he's healthy.
Yeah, when the coaching change was made, what was it that made you stick with A&M versus maybe looking elsewhere if you could have?
I mean, Coach Early was a huge part of that. I know a lot of people have said that, but it really is true. He's awesome. He's a guy you want to play for. And I think there's just a great group of guys and a great group of people here that you want to be around every day. So that's a big reason why I want to be here.
You mentioned Coach Early. What is it like working with him now, and also Caleb Longley on the hitting side of things? And with the two of them, what do you think this offense can be when the games start counting in February?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome having both of them, with you all the time. You're getting different perspectives. Sometimes one sees something that the other doesn't, but they really keep it really simple for you. And it's just good to be out there every day with them. They're very available all the time, and I think it gives a lot of guys an opportunity to really dive into some stuff every day, especially in the cages. They're always with us pregame, so and pre-practice. So I think just being available is honestly the biggest thing, and they're both very available.
You're a new guy here. For people who haven't watched you before, how would you just describe the kind of ball player you are, hitter, fielder, etc.?
I think just a winner. That's all I really try to be. Just however I can affect the game positively for a win, if it's on the field, off the field, whatever it is. So I'm a pretty simple guy, and I don't think I'm too flashy or anything, but just pride myself on doing the little things right and being a winner.
What was it like?
Paul, sorry, just have you seen you guys kind of as a group just kind of mesh and build chemistry together so far during this fall?
Pretty well. I think we're a really close-knit group. We spend a ton of time in the locker room, and when we're not, during the week, if you're not in class or anything, you're pretty much just in the locker room playing ping pong or pool or something, and off the field we're really close to, with people coming over to houses and this and that. So just off the field time is super important and something we take super seriously, and it was really evident to me right when I got here that the off the field relationships are just as important as anything we do on the field.
And what's the part of your game that kind of you are focusing on this fall? What are you hoping to get out of it?
I think just simplifying some things with my swing and getting better versatilely on defense, just being a better infielder, being able to play different positions. I was pretty much only playing third base at Penn, but kind of working in with Coach Fox, working on second base a little bit. So that's been going really well. So again, just trying to smooth out some things that I feel like I struggled on a little bit and just get that much better and help this team win.
What was it like to see Jackson and Hayden, be able to come and make the transition, have the success they did, knowing you're behind?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, being committed here and being really close with Jackson and kind of having a little relationship with Hayden, just playing against them, on the bases for a couple of years. It was awesome to see how well they did. I was always rooting for them. It's kind of funny just, being here. I never expected Hayden to be here and Jackson around all the time, so it's good to see them, and it was really cool to follow them along this year and see what they were able to do. It was no surprise to me. I told the coaches in the fall, I'm like, these are going to be 2-year guys, and they were like, yeah, we think so. I'm like, well, I can guarantee you they will. So, but yeah, it was awesome.
You have to shift your mentality and played it all, knowing how prolific you were at Penn and down here. Not that the guys will be looking forward to facing you compared to other
right.
But that some pitching staffs might take their chances on you instead of maybe pitching around you as much as they did up there.
I don't want to think about it too much like that, but I think it's pretty cool with how much protection you do have in the lineup. With everyone, I don't think anyone wants to face pretty much anyone in our lineup. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think just trying to be the best version of yourself and be as competitive as you can every chance you get. So however that comes, it comes. So.
How competitive do you anticipate things being for guys trying to crack the lineup with the number of guys you have that can compete for those spots?
I think, we're super competitive in everything we do. Even, yesterday in defense we're doing 27 outs or, home run stuff on the field. Everything's very competitive, and I think that's how you want it to be. And I think just that basic idea of iron sharpens iron, I think that's another big reason why I want to be here. Because I think beyond any hitting routine or this or that you have or coaching style, that is really important, but the biggest thing is being around guys that are just as good as not better than you. So I think that idea just going around is just making everyone elevate their game.
You mentioned you've been working at second base. Have you played a lot of second base before?
I played shortstop in high school, and then they moved me to third when I got to college, and that's about the extent of my infield experience. But in practice, over my 4 years in college already, it's always been something like you play other positions in practice. So just getting more game-like reps and scrimmages like that has been really important.
Who rules the ping pong table?
It was. I'd like to say me. I don't want to sound cocky here, but I have a pretty good ping pong game, I like to say. But I've been working on my pool game, trying to diversify my portfolio a little bit. But Jace is pretty good. Poppy's pretty good. Yamal, Bindy's been winning a lot. Gavin. There's been some pretty good competition in there.
How would you describe Hayden's shot in a word or two?
I think just a competitor, a winner, a team guy. He really wants what's best for everyone and looks out for everyone all the time, but ultimately he wants to win above everything. So it's a pretty good example to have as your leader. Cool. Thank you.